back at Nashville Christian. We're bringing you boys action as we're getting ready for the starting lineups, and the Hendersonville Commandos will be introduced first. Number 2, Trevor Reeder. Number 3, TJ Colby. Number 4, Carter Brisson. And number 5, Ty Lanham. Number 20, Hudson Gill. Now, for the Eagles. 8th grader, number 0, 5'10", 8th grader, Lonnie Holland. Number 3, 6-foot junior, Brandon Smith. Number 5, 6'2", junior, Aubrey Kimbrough. And senior at 6'4", K.Y. Young. And Trey Michael Lewis, a 6'3" sophomore, will round out the starting lineup. Coach, we're waiting on those football guys to help us out, so we've struggled a little bit, but we've got some good players. It doesn't look like we're going to be at a disadvantage height-wise. Hendersonville is not overpoweringly bigger than us.
Yeah, Coach, I think the big thing for us here is just depth and getting these guys some comfort handling the ball, because the guys coming in from football are major players, and they're guys that will control the basketball when they get on the team and on the court. But I think it's crucial to get these guys comfortable and willing to step up and be the guy. So I like this time for us.
Gill will jump with KY. As we begin action, ball up, tip controlled by the Commandos. Number 3, TJ Colby will have it. He'll hand over to Ty Lanham. Lanham sets the court. They're going to clear out all the way on this side. Overload, everybody's on this side. They get to the high post. Nice pivot move, laying up, no good. Gill had a nice look. Good spin move. We quickly run the ball in front court. KY on top. Left side to Trey Michael. Right side to Smith. Drives to the top of the circle. He is double teamed there and throws it away. Coming out of there with the ball is Carter Brisson. Trey Michael picks him up. Ball whipped to the corner. Screen action away from the ball. They whip the ball out to Gill. Ball whipped around into the corner. Gill pops out, then hits a cutter down low. That's Trevor Brisson back to Gill, who misses his second shot right on goal. KY top of the key, looks for Kimbrough inside, left side to Lewis. Lewis takes the ball to the circle, almost walked. Gives to Smith right side. Holland, 8th grader, looking to take the ball. Boy, he's going to be good, 8th grader. Smith gives a little give and go there to his man, KY, nothing there. It's deflected away. Hendersonville with the ball, baseline hanging shot, no good. They're 0 for 3, we're 0 for 1. Here comes Kimbrough looking for KY on the layup. It's good as he laid it up left-handed nicely to give us the lead at 6:30 of the first quarter. Smith in backcourt to pick up Lanham.
Great pass right there from Aubrey Kimbrough.
Little ball exchange. They're trying to go inside to Gill. This will be his third shot. Goes under, lays it up, no good. He's 0 for 3. Knocks the ball out of bounds. They're going to say it's off KY. Gill was already walking the other way. He knew it was off him. So they get a big break there. Gill already headed to the other end.
He knew he smacked that one straight out of bounds.
Got caught sleeping. Driving the ball in, lay it up, no good. They're cold right now. They haven't scored yet. Scrappy Brisson gets it back. Gets a ball string. Gill to Colby. Colby backs out of there with it. Gives to Reeder. Now Reeder rejected. Goes back down to the corner. 1-4 low. Here goes Colby inside, hanging 5-footer, nicely made for their first basket at 5:50. 2-2. Smith quickly in front court. He's got Holland in the right corner, goes to him. Out to Lewis. Lewis, left side to Kimbrough. Kimbrough brings the ball back out top, and we drop the ball as Holland lost control of it. And Hendersonville is going to do a nice job laying the ball up. Good as Ty Lanham, 4-2. Both teams struggling a bit on offense. Kimbrough top of the circle. KY pops out, looks for Smith. He's in the high post. They're bumping him hard. He's on the baseline, takes it, spinning, floating. Nice shot, but air. 4-2.
Too strong, Coach.
Reeder.
Get him out of the weight
room.
room.
Yes, he was. Oh, a little too many steps there as Lanham took one too many. And it looked a little weird. I think he took one extra step there. 5:02 to go. Here's Smith, right side, gets a double flat screen on top. They pick it up pretty good. Lewis takes it to the elbow, hands to Holland. Holland backs out of there with it, the 8th grader. Takes the ball left side, Smith. Smith top of the circle, right side, Lewis. Lewis looks at Holland, comes to the right corner, and Trey Michael got up in the air. Ball taken laid up finally. Gill gets his basket, 6-2. Both teams a little bit ugly on offense. Kimbrough between the circles, right side to Holland. Holland to now Smith downtown, yes. 6-5, Hendersonville leads. Nice push out to Smith for the bomb, 6-5. Approaching the halfway point of the quarter. Hendersonville trying to take the ball inside and walking on that baseline as Lanham as he landed and slid the pivot foot.
Been a lot of offensive miscues for both teams, whether walks or thrown away passes, Coach. Looks like they're playing fast, and that's causing those miscues.
6-5, National Christian with a chance to gain the lead. Lewis goes in the pivot to Kimbrough, loses it, chases it down in front of Hendersonville's bench. And Holland lobs it over to Smith. Nice save. The 8th grader passes and cuts through. K.Y. Young hands to Lewis. Lewis top of the circle, gives to Kimbrough. Kimbrough left hands it over to Smith. He'll gun downtown. No good. Good shot. That's the one to take. We trail by 1. Good pickup by Holland. Ball to the cutter, floating, fading away, no good. Missing the ball is Colby. Here we come. Here's Smith, right side to Holland. Holland takes the 3 on a pullback. It's strong. Kimbrough battles, but instead it's Gill. Outlet, here comes Hendersonville into front court. We've got a short court here, so they're down there quick. Gunning, Roberts, no good. Nice rebound. Ty Lanham, they're going to kick the ball out top. And now the court is set again with TJ Colby. Colby guarded by K.Y. Young. They flatten out again. Colby takes it in the lane, lays it up nicely. Could have got fouled. No call. KY and Brandon struggling with the ball. They finally get it in front court to Trey Michael Lewis. Lays it down between the legs. And we whip it around to Holland. Holland out top to Trey Michael. It's stolen away. We didn't jump to the ball there. And he's going to take it all the way and laying up for an easy basket is TJ Colby. 8-5 lead for Hendersonville.
I'd like to see Trey Lewis get a little more aggressive
yes.
when he has the ball in his hands. He's built for basketball, and he loves basketball, and I want to see him really come into his game a little bit more.
Yeah, he's got to meet his passes and run through that pass. Cut the defense off that's denying. 8-5, ball to KY at the pivot, gives to Trey Michael on the handoff. Kimbrough in the corner. Kimbrough drives baseline, gives to KY, stops, lays it up left-handed, right on goal, wouldn't go. Here's Young. Hudson Gill out of there with it, rather. Ball up top to Lanham. He's going to take it all the way. Scoop shot, no good, but Trey Michael Lewis with a shove near the baseline. And Hendersonville Christian, with a little break in the action, goes to the line. We went up and down a long time without a whistle there, so both teams are sending in reinforcements. Hendersonville at the line. It's Lanham, yes. Cam Tiller checking in.
And Sebastian Jolly as well.
Along with Sebastian Jolly, sophomore and junior. Tiller the junior. The shot is good. 10-5. They double the score on us. 1:54 to go, first quarter action. Both teams playing hard, a little sloppy. Oh, hey, they just take it off of Brandon, but the reason is the away official got a foul. Brandon.
Again, we see the offside official having to step in and make a call.
Well, that's been happening all night. Brandon was showing everyone his bruised wrist after that play to make sure everyone knew it was a legitimate call. So 10-5, National Christian trailing here. Our girls maintained a unbeaten streak at 6-0 after defeating Hendersonville in a good game. Low scoring. And somewhat sedated crowd, but a big crowd, and a lot of the kids just relaxing, enjoying each other's company, and hopefully as the game wanes, they will come to life a little bit. I think everybody's kind of catching their breath, coming off Turkey Week and ready for the state championship this Thursday.
Yeah, I think the warmth of the gym might be sedating some folks in here. It is.
It is warm.
Warm.
It's a spring day inside here and beautiful temperature outside. It's going to be beautiful tomorrow, and then Thursday nice and cool down in Chattanooga. So, 8th grader Lonnie Holland to inbound the play to Brandon Smith. Hendersonville has brought a good contingent of fans. And we're going to look for KY on a back door. They pick it up. They sag way off of him. And now it's stolen away from the 8th grader. Taking the ball in is Lanham. Yes, lays it up, and 12-5. And a good defensive play. Then there was a lot of contact after the steal.
Sure.
Yeah, it was. 12-5, 1:25 to go. They come out to double team, and now they're extending that defense. Hendersonville not tall, but very aggressive on defense. Left side to Tiller. He'll gun downtown. Did he make it? There's a good shot. No good. 12-5. Hendersonville controls the boards. Here they come. This is Ty Lanham. Goes long on the baseline, powering the ball up nicely. Pate Foffman. And he powered that ball from out underneath the goal with a nice shot. 57 seconds left. Right side. Holland left hands it. Over to Jolly. Jolly to Tiller. Tiller. Left side, Smith cuts through after the pass to Smith. Ball screen action to Smith, left side to Tiller. Tiller throws it away on the baseline. Not sure what he was trying to do there. 14-5, we're going to bring Kimbrough back in.
I think that was a miscommunication between Tiller and Jolly there.
Grayson DeGraff to check in for Hendersonville.
I think Tiller thought Jolly was going to cut to the short block, and he ended up in and out.
So here comes Hendersonville with a 14-5 lead. They're starting to pull away a little bit. Got a 9-point lead and the ball with 30 seconds left. They're not going for one. Taking the ball all the way in, lay it up, no good. Kimbrough had the board, but it got taken away, and they're hacking away inside. Thought Cooper DeGraff may have gotten fouled, but a hanging jumper by Reeder on the kick out from the rebound, good, and they exploded to 11 points, 12 seconds left. So we're in a little bit of a hole here already. Smith with 8 seconds. He's double teamed. They take it right off of him and lose it out of bounds. The clock went to 4.6. It's hard to stop the clock because there's not a clicker or remote. Should have been about 5.5 seconds, but it's hard to stop it right on time. Ball is knocked out of bounds. So we'll get the ball in the corner, down 11 already. Only 5 points scored for the Eagles. 4.6 left. Be nice to hit a long one here at the buzzer. Lob it out to Smith. He's the one to take it. 3 seconds. He takes an NBA three, and he banks in an NBA three as the horn sounds. And we said that would be a big one, and he did it.
That is a big one, Coach. We've got to get some more movement of the ball when they try to bring that double team right at the top of the key.
16-8, and very low scoring game. We're still in the game. We're down 8, but really an ugly game on both ends. And so we'll take a brief timeout and be back in just a moment with the second quarter.
Bank's not open this late.
At least 1 point. Back at Eagle Gym, Mike McPherson with Colin Wright bringing you the action of our first televised game as far as live stream play-by-play of the season. 16-8, the Eagles trail as we go to the second quarter. Eagles to get the ball, side midcourt, and Smith to receive the inbounds from Holland. Holland, the 8th grader, goes to the right side. Smith is going to face the trap, gets over to Trey Michael Lewis. Going to lob it into to KY, lays it up right in front of the rim, no good. Gets it back, lays it up, bouncing. Good, and he was fouled.
Yeah,
Big play. KY missed the first one, got it back, and got hacked, and the basket.
Just the 3rd foul called in this entire game. This has been a very physical game.
Yes, a lot of contact, no fouls. 16-10, so we immediately cut it back to a 2-possession game. KY makes it it rimmed down on him. Good-looking free throw. We just started second quarter action, so we've scored 4 in a row. Hendersonville with a really fast motion pass and cut offense. And then they land with the post, gives a give and go back to him. On the baseline, nothing there. We pick up cutters pretty good. Taking the ball in, laying the ball up, and good and one as Connor Roberts takes it down the left side of the key, and KY Young with the foul. So that takes the lead back to 8, and the end of the and one coming up for Roberts. (18-10), 7:24 of the second quarter. Hendersonville with an 8-point lead. Roberts wants to make it 9 with the and one and does. 19-10, 7:24 to go. Second quarter action. Smith to walk the ball up, and he's anxious to get his brother from football joining him soon. Here's Holland, the left-hander, left-handing it over to Trey Michael. Gets it back to Smith, who sets the court to KY. Little give and go action, then a handoff. Over to Lewis in the corner to Kimbrough, drives the baseline, kicks over to KY, forced it in there, and they steal it. Gill with a nice steal, and here comes Hoffman into front court. Nice little handoff layup, good. Nice play there by Lanham. Coach Pierce does not like what he's seeing defensively. Calls a timeout, and we immediately get an 11-point deficit. And digging ourselves a hole here quickly, and so we've got to get something to stop the bleeding right now.
Yeah, Coach, it looks like on offense we're stagnant because they are just pressing us straight out the gate, right when we get across half court. We want to see some of our off-ball guys get a little more movement in there, at least in my personal opinion.
We've had a lot of trouble handling the pressure, and it's led to several turnovers and baskets. So it's 21-10, a quick deficit for the Eagles, but we've got plenty of time left to try to crawl back into the contest. 21-10. Coach Pearson, his first year at Nashville Christian. As we mentioned, his daughter Anna really helped us coming into the low post this year. And so we've got a really good, strong girls team, and the boys are trying to patch things together, not taking away from anything from the guys we've got, but we've got some really good football players we're waiting on, and that's life with a school that has a good football team. Okay, Nashville Christian now facing a 1-3-1, and we play catch with a 2-man front out top and a high post and 2 in the corner. KY lobs to Trey Michael in the corner, brings it back out to Smith, makes the pass back to Trey Michael. He has a 3. Did he make it? Bottom. And he was fouled. Trey Michael Lewis casually knocks down the 3, and 1 to go. Big shot by Trey Michael Lewis to cut it to 9, and he can complete a 4-point play. 21-12, Trey Michael Lewis, number 22, eyes it, guns it, makes it. Nice looking free throw, Trey. 21-13, down to 8.
I want to see him get more aggressive. He
Yes.
is a good ball player. I want to see him take it to the hole and shoot more.
Coach Pierce has gone to a 2-3 zone. They attack with a 1-3-1 and a baseline runner with Gill. The high post, they try to get it into him. They do nicely. Powers it up. No good. He's missed about 4 in there, but he is a battler. Gets it back, and before he made it, they're going to call a foul. Gill really does battle in there, but he's had a tough time getting some of his shots to drop. 21-13.
Yeah, we got to hold on to the ball. That's 3 or 4 rebounds we've had, and then they've just been ripped away on the down.
Ripped out of our hands, yep. So the officials are discussing something with the timekeeper. Byron, I think they're talking to your wife. They better be careful. They don't know who they're fooling with, do they, Byron?
They do not. They do not.
21-14, 6:04 to go. Smith facing now. They go back to the man-to-man pressure. Trey Michael in trouble. Gets it out nicely to KY. To Holland, the 8th grader, over to Kimbrough. Drives baseline. Nothing there. They cut him off, and ball deflected out of bounds, I thought. But apparently the ball went straight out of bounds from our hand. And 21-14, and the ball goes over to Hendersonville. We drop back into a 2-3 zone. We're having trouble guarding them man-to-man. Smith and Holland on the top of the 2-3, and that leaves a three-pointer open, but he misses. We don't get weak side block out, and so they get the rebound with Brisson, and the ball cleared out top. Right side back to Brisson. In the corner to Big Gill. They whip the ball around. They go high-low, and they're looking for the right play. You do want your high post looking immediately low, which they've done twice, but failed to execute.
They're going 100 miles an hour in every aspect of the game. That pass was going about Mach 10.
It was. That thing was rocketed out of the barrel. Inside to KY, hanging 13-footer, it just short. Good play, 21-14, 5:15 to go. Here comes Hendersonville. Laying the ball up, back over his head, no good. Tip, no good. What you said, Coach, they're going just a little fast. Now they slow down and hit the three, and that's Ty Lanham. Boy, that's a big possession there to take it back to 10. Just under 5 to go. KY catches at the elbow. Takes it down, kicks it out, and it's deflected out, trying to hit Smith in the corner. And a 10-point deficit with 4:52 in the second quarter.
Yeah, Coach, I would just love to see our off-ball guys start to cut to the basket a little bit more when we get those dribble drives and that penetration.
Right. 4:50. Now Smith faces the double team. KY helps him out. Goes Lonnie trying to shoot the ball while passing and airs it up there. Here comes Hendersonville quickly in the front court. We're back, cut it off, but they swing it. They wanted the three. Lanham backs out of it. Instead gives to Brisson out top. Back to Lanham. Lanham swings the ball around to Reeder. Reeder into the high post. It's Colby. Kick it out for a nice three. It's no good, but a good play. And there they are reaching. Finally, they call a reaching foul as Kimbrough. Well, he's got to have to pivot and chin that thing and get out of there.
Yeah,
and
we're putting it in our gut.
And if his face gets in the way, that's their problem. But we really need to rip that ball away from the reaches and get more fouls or bloody noses won.
Yeah, you got to make them pay for trying to get those arms in there.
24-14, high post cut. Smith is picked up. Now he tries to post high. KY on the right side to Lonnie. Lonnie gets to Trey Michael. Trey Michael between the circles, right side to Kimbrough. Kimbrough looking for Young. Young right side. Looks at Smith at the high post. Whirl dribbles, takes it down, does it again, gets all the way into the post. Deflected to Kimbrough, to Trey Michael. He'll gun another one. Rolled it out. It was a good-looking shot, though. 10-point lead. He's got to shoot those. We got to have him making those.
Yeah, I want to see his hands a little bit more ready.
Hendersonville, no good. Tip, no good. Once again, here is the tough Hudson Keel, no good. Boy, he battles, but he's having trouble getting it to finish. Ball kicked out to Smith, and we throw the ball away. We're in a little bit too much hurry that time, and the ball goes or retained possession by Nashville Christian.
Again, these games are important because you want to see these guys being aggressive, wanting the ball in their hands, but it seems like everybody wants to pass first.
24-14, Trey Michael Lewis. Right wing, we get into KY from Smith. He kicks it out to Lewis. Lewis between the circles, gives to Kimbrough, who maneuvers to the middle. Looks for the back door, it wasn't there. Holland, the 8th grader, trying to go off the dribble, makes a nice move. They called him for palming the ball. I don't know about that.
Yeah, that was a little questionable. It seemed like a good hesitation move.
Thought it looked good.
Maybe it was a little too smooth for the referee.
Yeah, 3:09. That's a play never going to be called in college and pro. I wish they would kind of do the same thing in high school officiating.
At least reevaluate a little bit.
Gill gets it in the corner. That's Brisson, and he guns it long bottom. Make that Trevor Reeder. Reeder with the three. Apologize to his parents if they're watching. 27-14, 2:44 to go. We lob it in the key to Young. Young looking for a cutter, gives to Kimbrough in the corner, brings the ball back out. Right side to Lonnie. Lonnie lobs to the key, throws it away. Too much of a casual pass. Throw a little pass fake in there, Lonnie. Smith looks for the back door, gives to Trey Michael, kicks out to Lonnie, hanging 12-footer, nice, no good. Trey Michael with good board. They're reaching, gets it out nicely, saves it to Smith. Right side, 27-14. Takes it in, European step, no good, but he's fouled. Good play there. Trey Michael with a good play gets it back out to Smith. And down 13, we need a couple of froze to drop. Smith at the line. Very low scoring game on our side, 27-14. Brandon Smith eyes it, guns it, makes, in and out.
He even tricked you, Coach.
Down in the cylinder and popped out. 27-14, 2:09 to go.
Someone take the lid off right here.
Coming out is Hudson Gill. Boy, he really hustles. He's had a tough time making some of those shots inside, but he goes after it. The ball the lead cut back to 12. The ball with that Hendersonville. We go back to man, and they whip us. Brandon gets called for the bump, and we're going to have to honor their dribble and get a little space when they get running downhill.
I like that 2-3, Coach. I'd like to see us get back in there.
Looks like we're zoning out of bounds. And the ball in the corner. Got him where we wanted. He lobs back out here to Kobe. Kobe backs out. We stay 2-3 on the out-of-bounds play. And are we going to get a palming? They're going to call it there. And again, if there's not a big advantage, I don't know why they're going to call that.
Yeah, it seems like most players these days will go on the outside of the ball, but not under the ball.
Yeah.
And it can be hard for a referee to see that differential.
It's 27-15, 12-point lead. Lewis between the circles, in trouble, almost throws it away. Lonnie picks it up in the corner. He's bumped a little bit, no call. Holland, the 8th grader, looks for a back door, nothing there. Smith comes back out, and a nice cut by Kimbrough. We hit him nicely, hanging on the baseline, no good.
They're letting him play.
Hendersonville picks up the loose ball, but stepped on the baseline. They are letting them hit down in there. So
I just want to see our guys get more aggressive. When they are playing intense, we are a tough team to play with. But when we're passive, it's not much happening. And
nice job on screen the screener. Lonnie lays it up good on the screen the screener play. Lonnie came open, cuts it to 10. 1:19 to go. Hendersonville into front court. 10-point lead. It'd be nice to get that under double digits before the half. Spinning, turning, shooting. Kobe scoring. Nice 180 there. 1 minute left, 29-17 before the halftime break. Brandon hanging European off the board, no good, 50 seconds to go. Here comes Hendersonville quickly in front court. Will they go for one with a 12-point lead? They back it out and slow it down. This is the most I've seen them catch a breath in the game. But I think they're going to go ahead and go 1-4 low. And here he goes, spinning, turning, no good this time. Smith with the board, 32 seconds to go. Inside of Lewis, lays up, good, great 40-foot pass by Smith. We cut it to 10. Let's see if we can get a stop and get it under 10 at the break. 20 seconds left. Hendersonville still not past that timeline yet. 15 seconds. Hendersonville calling the play against a man-to-man. 9 seconds, 8, 7. Ball out top. They're going to go 1-4 again. We immediately go to a 2-3 zone. Launching the three up there. Good at the buzzer. Nice shot as time expires by Trevor Reeder. And he hits a fadeaway, Jimmer Federer-like, for an exploding 32-19 lead, Coach.
Yeah, Coach. I think Trey wanted to dunk on that last one, but he couldn't quite get his feet underneath him. But coming into the half, I just want to see us be a little bit more aggressive. I think our tentativeness on the offensive side of the ball has been our downfall for this game, and nobody seems to want to be the guy to go get a basket for us.
And that has resulted in a 32-19, 13-point deficit. So we're going to be back in about 9 minutes. We'll take a brief break. And station identification.
This is Nashville Christian Broadcasting Network.
Back on the campus of Nashville Christian in growing and gracious Bellevue, Tennessee, Mike McPherson with Coach Colin Wright bringing you the live stream broadcast of the Hendersonville Nashville Christian game, seeing Nashville Christian struggling to a 13-point deficit here, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like we said before the break. We need guys to be aggressive. We need guys to want to score. We want to have an attack-first mentality.
Hendersonville gets the ball, and we've got a long row to hoe here, 32-19. Commanders come into front court, high post action, and Smith's going to immediately be called for a reaching foul on the handoff given to Ty Lanham.
Actually, I believe it was a blocking violation.
Oh, it was. It was an illegal pick. I missed that one. I'm missing more and more, Coach, as my eyes continue to fade into the sunset.
Coach, that is why you have me here, because I have artificial eyes in that allow me to see.
Whatever we're paying you, it's worth it. KY, top of the circle, gives to Holland. Holland hands to Trey Michael. We do some weave action, and we throw it away. So he thought KY was still popped out to the wing, and KY was doing a little backdoor. I think he read the defense nicely, but the sophomore threw it away.
Again, I want to
Trey
see
Michael,
Trey
score.
Score
exactly.
there. Go to the goal.
Take it. And he can do it. The coaches are trying to get him to really come to life. 32-19. Hendersonville moving the ball around. The man-to-man. Ball to the cutter, laying it up nicely, and that's Reeder, who ended the half with a three.
That was Hudson Gill.
I'm sorry, Hudson got the putback. I was looking down and missed the missed shot. Nice spin, KY layup, good. Along the key, nice one. Smith picking the ball up full court. He'll never quit. Smith is quite a gutsy player. 34-21. Hendersonville moving the ball around nicely. They're not tall, but they are very aggressive on their attack.
We seem a little more spry on defense.
Gunning the long-range three, it's no good. Over the back is Gill. We had good position. And what would round things off, Coach Pierce, if we had our big man, if we had Jack in, he was ruled ineligible, which was a crushing thing for him and our team. And that's the ingredient we needed for the recipe. And so it's just going to makes it a lot tougher on a small school.
Yeah, you hate.
Oh, nice pass. It's got KY. On a high-low from Kimbrough as the ball was ripped to him. KY hits the surface, but he will.
They called 3 seconds, Coach.
No, they didn't. It's still our ball.
Oh.
They did call the hat. KY was hit hard there. A little shaken up.
Yeah, he gave me a weird motion. He faked me out.
Yeah. There. Some of the gestures by the officials can be a bit ambiguous.
Yeah. But
34-21.
Going back to Jack during this timeout, it really hurts my heart to see players like that who are not trying to take advantage of the system, and they get the short end of the sticks.
Right.
So it was a 3-second call.
Well, you're right, Coach. You had it again. Nashville Christian gives it up on the turnover, unforced error. Hendersonville with the pass and cut. They run people off that high post cut, and they run it very aggressively. Inside, hanging, stopping, shooting, missing. Long rebound to Trey Michael Lewis. They reach, they foul, they don't call it. Clears the ball to Smith, down 13. Here he comes. He will do his best to bring us back. Left side to KY. Kimbrough comes out, and KY just threw it right to him. All the way into front court, laying the ball up nicely is Reeder, and they're going to call a late blocking foul and an and one.
That seems like a weak foul call when they're letting so much else go.
Yeah, and it was very much after the action, 36-21, 5:58 of the third quarter.
And they called that on Lonnie, who seemed to be removed from the play. I'm confused.
I don't know. Trevor Reeder with a nice cut and a nice finish, and he'll go to the line to try to complete the and one. So we're now down 15, our biggest deficit, 5:58 to go here in the third quarter.
I will say this.
If you see on the screen, Coach Jeff Brothers coming up the sideline, just got back from Titan Field practice, and we'll see if we can get a word with him at the quarter on his thoughts about the upcoming state championship. So Trevor Reeder, and he bounces off the back rim into the net. 37-21, largest lead at 16, 5:55 to go. A lot of time left, but the deficit is growing larger. The eighth grader Lonnie gets to KY, penetrates, lays it up nicely off the board. That was a good play. Kimbrough got the board and either didn't rip it away hard enough where he got hacked. Here comes Colby into front court. TJ backs it out of there, 37-21. They looking to build on this 16-point lead. And Kimbrough's going to get called for reaching as Colby tried to drive.
Did they get him or did they get, yep, they gave it to Aubrey. I thought they may have given that to KY.
5.5 to go in the third quarter. The crowd a bit subdued as we haven't had a lot to cheer about in this low-scoring action for Nashville Christian. And here, nice little play on the cross screen, but no good. Hendersonville gets the long board. They're scrapping, laying up left-handed nicely. It's TJ Colby, and he's made some big plays. Again, Hendersonville is not large, but very scrappy, and they're out scrapping us right now. The lead up to 18. It's going to be tough now. Back door to Smith, lays it up back over his head nicely on a good pass from Kimbrough, and it's 39-23, so we need a run here. Got a temporary Band-Aid on the cut. Let's see if we can get a tourniquet there. 5:30 to go. Ball whipped around by Hendersonville to the corner as they quickly move the ball around and go into the pivot, stopping, walking, shooting, getting it blocked as Colby took a little bit of a hop step and a jump there.
Yeah, he must have kept 2 pivot foots.
I know fatigue is an issue here. We've played these 5 most of the time, and our bench is very young and inexperienced. And inside, easy shot made good. Our bench is very young, and so we're playing primarily 5 until we get to the football players returning. 41-23, downtown, no good. That's a fatigue shot there. 4:55 to go. Hendersonville, they just got in some new reinforcements, so they're a little fresher. And they don't have their football players waiting in the wing. Gunning a three-pointer, good. And now they're on a roll, and that's Falfman jumping the lead out to 21. So from here, it looks like we're just going to have to try to, work on some things to get ready for district action coming up in the new year, or it's actually coming up next week, isn't it?
I believe
Kimbrough,
so, Coach.
right side to Smith. Smith into the key, bounce pass, no good. It was forced. A lot of traffic in there. Here comes Hendersonville taking the ball all the way in with a nice layup, no good. Tip, no good. Trey Michael out of there with it. Let's see what he does. He's one-on-one, takes it nicely, no call. Hendersonville has the ball roll off them out of bounds.
This game has been bipolar, to say the least, with the officiating.
Sebastian Jolly. He can go either way on that
Either
one.
way.
Sebastian's going to check in. 4:08, halfway. And we're going to take a brief timeout with the score. 44-23, Nashville Christian down. Ready to resume action. If you've just joined us, it's becoming a bit of a blowout here. Nashville Christian falling behind 44-23. I tell you, these 5 guys are going to be in shape, though. Lob into KY after the screener. Kicks out to Smith to Trey Michael Lewis on top. Takes a move, spins. I thought he was going to back spin into the lane. We need him to do that. Lonnie to the right side to KY. KY to Trey Michael. He looks at Smith posting. Smith gets it, lays it up good. Oh, my goodness, how did it roll out? And Brandon's down, but coming back late. Gunning, three-pointer, no good. How did that shot not go in for Brandon? Now they're really pounding us on the boards. His fatigue is a factor now.
Yeah,
you can really see that.
I think the referees had a really good handle on the girls' game, but I think this one might be slipping away from them. It's a little fast. It's a little fast for them. The 2 off referees seem to not want to make a call, and they want to depend on the far referee.
Grayson DeGraff, nice shot, lays it into the webbing. And freshman Wyatt Duke is into the contest. He's been sick, and so he's coming off the bench. We've also got in the contest sophomore Sebastian Jolly. DeGraff makes his second. Lead is stretched to 23. Right side to Sebastian. Lobs it to KY, looks for a cutter. Hands to Trey Michael. Trey Michael triple team, almost basically KY. Right side, man-to-man defense. Lonnie in the corner to Wyatt. Wyatt looking for a help. Kicks it out top to Sebastian. To Lonnie. Lonnie into the key. Takes it. Kicks it out to Trey Michael. Lays it in the dribble, but they help nicely. Wyatt Duke takes it inside. He's going to get it ripped off and fouled, fortunately, at first. Wyatt tried to penetrate a little too deeply with the help side there, or the help pinch, rather. 46-23, 3:05 to go. So you can really tell our bench is short, and Donovan and Kimbrough taking a break. KY to Duke. Duke, Trey Michael Lewis looking inside, instead right corner to Jolly. Jolly is going to throw it away. Hendersonville picks it up out of there. This is Falfman and goes all the way, lays it up left-handed, and the lead out to 48-23. 2:50 to go. So the game has really gotten away. Backing out of their shooting, it is no good. Here comes Hendersonville. They're going to keep pushing it. They have the numbers advantage and the physicality advantage right now, 48-23. So they're going to really stretch it out here if they can. Five-man motion. Now they're comfortable gunning long ones, no good. But they chase down a long rebound. We're reaching. They're going to shoot another one wide open bottom by Pate Hoffman. That carries the lead to 51-23. So let's see if Nashville Christian can pull anything together. KY in the pivot. Hands to Jolly. No, he fakes it. Takes it in too deep. He's hammered. No call.
You literally heard the smack on that one. I am perplexed.
Nice layup that time by Hendersonville on the Grayson DeGraff on the layup. They got three more coming in for fresh reinforcements. We have Donovan coming in. Kimbrough still on the bench. 53-23. It's out to 30. Duke.
Makeup call.
Right before KY received the pass, they call the reach foul, and that's only the fourth one. Only 7 fouls called so far in this very aggressive second half. So Brandon Smith and Aubrey Kimbrough come in. KY takes a break, and so does Trey Michael. So Wyatt Duke, the freshman, and Sebastian Jolly, the sophomore, stay in the game. Screen the screener inside to Smith. Nice job. They didn't pick up the screen, and Smith got up in the air. They fouled him, and he just tried to get it off so he could draw the three-point play, but he'll get a chance for two. The score 53-23, 1:43 to go. At the end of the quarter, stay tuned. We're hoping to get a word with Coach Jeff Brothers, who's preparing for the state championship game on Thursday in Chattanooga. Nice shooter's roll by Brandon. He did not like how he released it, but it did roll in with the shooter's roll.
What was the referee talking about just then?
Second shot is better, nets it, 53-25. So what I try to tell my players at this time, Coach, is let's try to win this last quarter. We probably can't come back. Let's try to win this last quarter. Try to win this last 4 minutes and find something good to build on there.
Yes, sir. I like that philosophy.
53-25, 1:34 to go. We pick up the play nicely, and they safety valve it out, but driving all the way in. Kimbrough takes the hit on the driver. Kimbrough set up nicely, and Grayson DeGraff ran over him. DeGraff trying to get a penetrating basket. 53-25. So
they have
Jolly
been very
to help
concerned with the floor.
Jolly to throw it in. It's probably going to dry up by the time they get back down there anyway.
Yeah.
So Smith will bring it up, and Hendersonville falls back to midcourt on their pressure. They're playing very relaxed and fresh, getting a lot of people in, and they have that luxury. 53-25, Smith facing a man-to-man. Kimbrough pops out, right side, left side to Lonnie. The 8th grader takes it down the key. Nice step, no good. Keeps the ball alive, but Hendersonville picks up the loose trash. Roaring past the timeline. Hoffman laying up nicely. 55-25. Smith. Kimbrough downtown. Did he make it? Yes. Good string music. 55-28. 55 seconds left here in the third. Hendersonville quickly in the front court. Inside post, no good. Kimbrough, nice board. Clears it to Smith. 45 seconds. They're not going to give up. Stutter steps in lane, hanging 15-footer, no good. Rebound, Duke. Take it up, Wyatt. Bangs it off the board, no good. Nice up there, and Jolly struggles and trips and fouls. Duke did a good job getting the shot off. I thought it was going to bang off the board good. 55-28, 33.9 to go, third quarter.
Wyatt's going to be one of those players that is really good for us in the future.
Yep.
He's built for like a basketball player.
Coached him when he was in the 5th grade, so he was really a great kid and good athlete. Hendersonville going for one shot, running a 5-man weave out on the top above the circle. Again, wearing us down, even just going for one shot, down to 15 seconds. Now they'll call their play. 12 seconds left, setting the court. Duke, he's going to get beat here. And the European layup, did they call a foul offensive? Yes. He gets the offensive charge again, 4.5 to go. So we'll have a chance for the buzzer shot. Hendersonville is picking us up full court. Smith gets it. Stutter moves, 3 seconds. He can take it all the way down. Lays it all the way up, and it's good at the buzzer, and he was fouled. Smith took it 75 feet in 4.3 seconds. And that shows you can go length of the court in 4, and he showed that and lays it up, and we'll have his free throw here, 55-28. And Nashville Christian with a chance to end on a high note, a 3-point lead. Brandon eyes it, guns it, nets it, and just stepping into our press box is –
we have a press box?
Our coach Jeff Brothers, who is preparing for the state championship on Thursday, and coach – it's an exciting time.
It is. It is. We've had a good, well, almost 2 weeks of practice because we had last week with the bye, which was good. You can kind of relax and enjoy the process and get to really sort of soak in the championship sort of air, around it. So that's been a lot of fun. But we got to put in a lot of hard work, and we got a very tough opponent. Don't you wish somebody would come in the booth one time and just say, I think we've got the greatest team since they put laces on the ball, and we're going to win by 100.
Well,
but nobody's ever going to say that, and certainly I'm not either.
You got the practice at the Titan facility, so tell us about that.
We did. We have, a great connection there with Coach Shaw's brother, Tim, who is a Titan for life, and we support him. And you, as you know, with the ALS walk and all the things that we do with him, and he's a great friend to our program, and through that connection, we have access to their indoor bubble. On occasion, we don't, try to use that too many times. But on a day like today, when it's cold and rainy and it's the week of the state championship game, you have a chance to get on turf. We took advantage of it.
The Titans are great on partnership there.
Yep, absolutely. And we're not the only team that gets to use it. They're doing it with a lot of high school teams.
Well, Coach, since the game is kind of out of reach, we're going to go ahead and talk to you for a second.
Sure.
Imagine you've seen tape on Friendship. What do they bring for Thursday?
Well, they bring an undefeated season, so that's not an accident. And they've got a very physical team. They're big and strong in the front. They have a senior quarterback who does a great job distributing the ball. He can run when the plays break down. They've got a really good receiver who's maybe a high-level recruit before said and done. He's just a junior, and a really quick little tailback. So they can score in several ways on offense. They play good physical run defense.
Right.
We've got our work cut out for us in the trenches, where I'd say the biggest sign of our success or lack of will be how we play in the box.
Looks like you're going to have a clear sunny day. It's going to be chilly, but that's football weather.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, we've been blessed every time we've been there that it's been a sunny day.
It was beautiful last year.
It was, and this will be, it'll be around 48, 50 degrees at kickoff and sunny, and we'll be on the shady side of the stadium, so it'll feel a little cooler almost than it did last year, but we won't have to stare into the sun like we did last year either, and that'll be nice. But look, if you're playing the state championship, you don't care if it's what the weather is, but if you could pick it, we got about as good as you could ask for.
That's great. Well, it's been a great season, and we've after the first 2 games of the year, we lost by 1 possession.
Yep.
We reeled off, I guess, 11 in a row, or is it 10 in a row since then? Maybe 11.
I think we're 11-2.
11-2 since, yeah. So a great turnaround, and we knew we were going to be good.
We're 10-2.
10, okay, 10-2.
You can tell I keep up with wins and with the record, you know.
Well, we're excited for our program, and this is familiar territory. National Christian is regularly in the state finals or the semifinals.
Yep.
Over these last 14 years.
We've been blessed with the good players, and that's where it starts. And we got great assistant coaches, and our program is sort of in place where the development of our athletes is, consistently there. And we've been in the semifinals or further 10 out of the last 11 years. So,
well, I thought tonight you might let the football players play tonight since there's still 2 days before the state championship, and that's KY with a nice move inside.
It was, and KY a manager for our football team, so he just
you let him go,
diversely talented guy. Yeah, I did let him play. No, we do have some guys on the team. I love our basketball team. I love all our teams, and we share athletes at a school, our size, and that kind of keeps the basketball team from really coming out of the gate like they'd like to.
Right.
But a lot of good opportunity for these guys who are going to be reserve players here in the near future to get some minutes and get some.
Right. It is, and that's what I told Coach Pierce before he came is that's just the climate of the school.
Yep.
And the basketball program benefits from the outstanding athletes in football, but you got to wait on them.
You got to be
and
patient.
if you don't understand that, then you don't need to take this job.
And you know this because you did it. But these guys getting these minutes right now, while it on the scoreboard it doesn't really translate into success, quote unquote, they're going to need to come in and play some good minutes as the season progresses and as we get down to tournament time. And you're going to need some of these guys to come in and give you 2 or 3 good minutes. And if they're comfortable being on the floor because of this experience, then that's only going to help.
Exactly. And so there are some pros to that, but I think that's a good way to put it. We don't get to run out of the gate. Downtown, Lonnie Holland from Sawyer Brown Road, 61-36. But as Hendersonville hits another 3. Yeah. But, Coach, you're right that they don't get to come running out of the block, but these young guys just looking the the ability. White Duke, young freshman, got to come in.
Yep.
And, just get to feel so the next time you go in, you're not scared to death.
Right. And at that point as well, you're going to be playing with you're going to be one of the guys on the floor playing with probably 3 or 4 guys who have the experience and the talent and not that these guys aren't talented, but just the experience and the, a little bit more clarity in what their responsibilities are.
Lewis, downtown, that one from Charlotte Pike.
Yeah, Trey Michael's capable. He's got ability. He's got to kind of put it all together and get his feet under him a little bit.
Well, Coach, you're going down tomorrow at lunchtime, correct?
We're leaving here after chapel, and we're going to go to University of South at Sewanee. They've been gracious to allow us to come. We're going to eat in their cafeteria for lunch and then go out on their
nice move. Donovan with a 180, 360, whatever it was, 720.
Still Brandon.
I didn't do that till then.
I think it's me.
I've done so good. Yeah, when you
it's
came in, I lost it. But that's Brandon Smith, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we're going to get to practice at Sewanee after lunch, and then we're going to go down and check in the hotel and get the guys out to a movie.
But more importantly than that, I've been talking to the cheerleaders. They're going down early, too, to get stretched out and ready for the pyramids.
Well, look, far be it from me to tell the cheerleaders how to get ready for their experience. But
downtown again, Lonnie from the football field knocks another 3 down.
The cheerleaders will not be with the football team, I can tell you that. And nobody knows where the football team is going.
All right.
So that's the way it's
Coach, I'm looking forward to being down on the bench with you guys on Thursday. And best of luck. And I know I love out here in the foyer the sign that says insert championship trophy right here. So that'll be nice. Here comes Trey Michael. European takes it up, lays it up. Good by Trey Michael Lewis. Coach, thanks for stepping in. Good luck Thursday.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate you guys.
All right, bub. Back to pure basketball action. We have kind of played like Coach Collin, what we said, let's try to win the 4th quarter, and we are.
Yeah, you're seeing guys play a lot more aggressive.
We are.
Like Coach was saying, you want to see these guys really use these minutes to the best of their ability to get as much experience and as much learning as they can. Again, another.
Yeah, we've made a nice run here. It was 30, and we've got it down to. My math says, is that 18? Do we have it down to 18 points? Is that right?
I guess so. Yeah. That
My
seems
math.
that way.
I went to Antioch in '75, so it's not exactly the greatest math in the world. So we have made a good run, made some good plays in threes, and so we're closing nicely. That's what we're talking about. Let's see if you can win the fourth quarter, and we have done that
so far.
So here's Smith in the front court at 2:45 to go, 20-point deficit. It was 30.
Yeah, something to be said about playing with nothing to lose. And
right.
That's what I was talking about earlier. You want to have extreme aggression. In my mind, you want to be the aggressor. You want to be the attacker in these kinds of situations. And it seems like our guys with less on the line have adopted that mentality of just, hey, let's go out here and play.
We just narrowly missed a three there again. Now Brandon's going to take an NBA three. Yes. 66-49. I told you they're not going to give up. It's 66-49, 2:14 to go.
And this is what you want to see out of a team that has preferably, oh golly, that was preferably been outplayed this game.
Yeah,
I had a stroke there.
Yeah, we're closing on a somewhat positive note. The crowd's very sedated. The contest is out of reach, but with 2:01 to go, we have cut it now to 17. Haven't seen it that close in a while, so the guys, as White Duke comes in for Trey Michael, who's had a good second half.
Yeah.
And so you got to feel good about the guys hanging in there.
Yeah, and the team's young. Like, if you look at the guys out there,
yeah.
We've got one senior in KY. We've got a junior in Aubrey, and then Brandon is a sophomore, right? We've got Brandon at sophomore, Wyatt Duke is a freshman, and then Lonnie is an 8th grader. So
no, Brandon Smith is a junior.
Junior, okay.
Yeah.
I got that mixed up.
His brother Donovan is a senior. Here's Lonnie penetrating into the key to KY inside. Good as the help came up to get him. And we cut it to 16 again, 1:45 to go. Smith picking up full court, and we're playing like it's a close game. The crowd is sedated, but the players are not. Hendersonville, a lot fresher with their reserves in, so that's good for them getting some playing time. And so, our guys have made a run against some of their second-tier players, but they're fresher and we're not. Downtown, no good. Duke trying to get the board. Did Hendersonville pick it up? Yes, on the sideline, 1:15 to go. The game is down to 16, and on the drive, a reaching foul called, and Hendersonville will go to the line. 1:12 to go, 67-51. The deficit was 30 in the third quarter. It's 16 in the closing moments here. Trey Michael Lewis and Sebastian Jolly set to check in. Number 11, Grayson DeGraff. I know his dad. He's a great counselor up in Hendersonville. It was good reuniting with him. 112, 68-51, 17-point lead. DeGraff at the line for the second one. Eyes it, guns it, rims it out. But Hendersonville taps it back out, and DeGraff has it. Going to penetrate, kicking out. Wide open three, good. Nice shot by Easton Higdon. He guns it. 71-51. Trey Michael Lewis skies for the pass. Penetrates, gives to Lonnie. Lonnie left hands it over here to White Duke. From downtown, it looked good, but it was no good. Sebastian Holly trying to get a board. 71-51, 48 seconds to go. Hendersonville gunning again, and this time it's no good. Trey Michael Lewis. Let's see if we can get it under 20. 40 seconds to go. Lonnie Holland, the 8th grader, kicks it out to Kimbrough. Baseline drive, powers it up, it rolls no good. Man, it was a nice-looking shot. The ball retained on the baseline by the Eagles. 32 seconds to go. My goal for the team is get this under a 20-point win for Hendersonville. It's at 20 right now. Trey Michael on the screen. The screener backs it out of there. We had him for a second. Holland is going to be double-teamed. Throws it inside to Kimbrough. Turns, powers, lays up. Good! And he was fouled. 23.3 to go. We have cut it to 18 with a chance to get it to 17.
Yeah, big pass right there from Lonnie. He faked the defender with his eyes and thought he made him think he was going to Trey Michael, and then just zipped it right in there to Aubrey.
The junior Kimbrough rips it 71-54, 23.3. So let's see if we can get a stop on the last play of the game. 19 seconds left. Kimbrough to pick up the ball. Duke to pick up the ball. DeGraff. They play catch down to 10 seconds. They may not shoot it. White Duke puts on a lot of pressure down to 6. They're going to just let the clock run out. So we kept it down to 17 as the clock runs out. And a good win. Lonnie steals it at the buzzer and misses the midcourt shot. 71-54. And our guys closed well, Coach.
Yeah, they did. You have multiple scores. Again, like we talked about in the first half, you want to see guys taking ownership, wanting the ball in their hands to make a difference for their team. And I think we saw that in the second half. You have multiple point scorers in that second half. You've got, obviously, Brandon Smith is out there balling and getting a lot of our points there. But you've got Lonnie stepping in. You've got Aubrey stepping in. You've got KY stepping in and Trey Michael as well.
Right.
So that's the kind of performance we want to see for a full 4 quarters is all of those guys being threats and being part of our offense to take a lot of that load off of guys like Brandon and eventually Donovan and Jaden as well.
I apologize for not finding out. I need to ask our producer, Mr. Atkins. Mr. Atkins, our next game is Friday night against
Hume Fogg.
Hume Fogg. So we'll be bringing the doubleheader telecast. Looking forward to that. And Coach Wright, I hope you can join me again. We'll see what your wife says. But appreciate everyone as we're going to close things down here. And appreciate everybody tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the telecast, even though it didn't turn out great for the guys, but we did close well. So, for producer Andrew Atkins and Coach Colin Wright, this is Mike McPherson saying thank you for your time at this time. Until next time on this, the Eagle Broadcast Network.